Alright you guys, so today we're going to be installing the smittybilt XRC9500 winch on this Jeep. So first we like to lay everything out that comes in the box just to see what goes where. So we have everything laid out already, open the packaging, then you start reading instructions. So we'll put up right now what we do so you guys can check it out. Alright you guys, so from the bigger bolts that you guys have, the two Allen wrench ones are going to go right here for this bracket. This bracket's going to mount on the bumper right there in the front. There's two holes. Then you have four bigger ones. For these, they're going to be holding themselves in on the winch. So you're going to slide those into this hole right here. Then when you're putting the bolt from the bottom of the bumper, they're going to hold themselves in, so you don't got to worry about having like a wrench or something holding that. These four on the bottom are going to hold themselves. To put this bracket on, well, they give you a couple different options and a couple different brackets to mount it. The one I think looks nicest is like the one on their description. So two of these slide into there with that bracket. You put 4 screws with spacers on the bottom for this. The wires are already in here. You got to put 2 of these little Allen bolts with lock washers on here to keep this from going up. Those are the spacers that you're going to use right here. And then just follow the diagram. So red, of course, is to red, black's to black, yellow's to yellow. This short black one you're going to connect with the ground that's going direct to your battery, which we already have wired up right there. So both of those are going to go to this bottom post on the bottom of the winch. So we're about to put that on right now. Once I put it on, I'll show you guys how it looks, and then after that we'll be putting that rope on there and running it in. You have one of these little screws right here that comes in the bag. It's also like an Allen wrench screw, but it's going to be like the chrome one. You have some of these like dull ones. It's not going to be these little ones. It's going to be one that's a little fatter with the other screws. You're going to put that in there. That's what's going to hold this rope on. So the rope holds on right here. That's what you started off with, and then from there, once we get this hooked up to power, we'll use the remote, plug it in right here, and we'll start running it in for you guys so you guys can see how we do that too. Alright you guys, so we tighten these up, the Allen wrench and the bolts in the back for that plate. For the inside, you need to put that bolt, and you got to run that cable right there. So for that, if you read the sign right here, it says the spool, wire, rope, and drum in this direction. So just to double check, we're going to plug in the remote right here on the side where it goes, and we're going to start winding it in, making sure it is going the right direction before we put it all the way in. On this side you have a clutch. So the clutch, it tells you when it's towards the back, it says engaged, and then it says free spool. What that means is when you put free spool, you put it this way. Let's say you have this all roped up already. When you put free spool, you could go ahead and have free play, like to pull on this, like you could pull it out by hand. And then once you put this lever back into engaged, then you're engaging it for the remote. So we're gonna try it up right now and see what's gonna happen. Alright, so right now we're gonna push in on the remote. So when you push in, it's pulling the wire in just the way it should. And that's stopping. So we're gonna end up winding up this whole thing. When you wind it up, you don't want to get it like all bunched up to one side or whatever, so just pay attention to it. Start from this side, work your way to the right, then work your way back from the right over to the left, and so forth and so forth, just until you're done out of rope. Go ahead and put out, like if I'm pulling it out. Alright, so that's pulling out, so it is working properly, so we'll go ahead and wind it up all the way. Pull it in real quick. More? Like a couple of feet. Alright, so keep going. So that's the way you want to do it right there. How you see it on the video, how it's working its way to the right. And then stop real quick. And then just so I could show you guys this lever. So the lever right here, once you go to free spool, then you could go ahead and pull this out by hand. So as you can see, it is letting the rope come out. Alright. Alright you guys, so it's all done up. Everything's tight, works properly. We added some Loctite to the bolts that go on the bottom, just so it's a little bit more secure, and so somebody can't just come take off those 4 bolts and take off with the wind. The ground and the power cable we ran through here, go right here, and then up to the battery. So you have your ground cable and your power cable. When you guys use this winch, I suggest using it with the vehicle on. You guys don't want to use it with the vehicle off, because then you're going to drain a lot of juice when you're trying to run this thing. So whenever you're ready to use it, all you do, pop this thing open, plug in the remote, stand a safe distance away. They suggest always wearing gloves for these winches. These synthetic ropes are something I think are fairly new. They don't hurt your hands and they don't get as hot as much as the cables do. But I would still wear gloves when you're pulling it out and pulling it in. Stand a safe distance when if you're trying to pull something with the winch. Just in case the cable's ever to snap or whatever, you want to make sure that thing don't slash you. So yeah, this bracket we're putting here just so I don't get hassled by the cops for not having a front license plate. It's a license plate relocator like the ones that cars use, like the little import cars. It's just going to be so I could put my plate right there. And then we added one in the back also. Same thing, the same reason. Added it right here to the little bracket that comes on this rear Smittybilt bumper. Right here, we wired up this to the parking light, so that way it has an LED light right here. That way I don't get harassed by cops for not having a rear plate either. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing how we cut these fenders and other stuff that we're doing to this Jeep, in-dash TV and all that stuff, all those light bars, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We'll be showing videos how we do all that stuff. Hope you like this video.